New. Boris gets rid of EU's rigid rules altogether in favor of imperial weights and gauges. Remainers have reacted angrily on social media after Boris Johnson today confirmed plans to go back to imperial weights and measures, allowing shops to ditch the metric system. Discussion on this issue exploded with a lot of conflicting opinions. So it's Remainers that are uneducated and unable to understand imperial measures. Many of us were forced to re-educate ourselves by the imposition of unwanted EU rules. Now Remainers can understand how infuriating it was. What? Like I had to learn metric after growing up with imperial? No complaints from the EU fanatics then. What a pathetic argument. Not to mention the con that was decimalization. But hey, we coped and learned to adapt. Any excuse for a Remainer moan. Another comment. I recall the huge leap in inflation after the decimal currency was forced on us and Heath inflicting a wage freeze at the same time, and people wonder why there was such unrest. And not before time, we had to change to the metric system, which we did with no problems, and the same will apply when we go back to feet and inches. Cannot believe I will see it before I die. I've had to use metric for years and still don't know what anything weighs. I converted back to imperial, so I know what something weighs, etc. And we use MPG to tell us how much fuel our cars are using. Perhaps we could go back to selling fuels in gallons. I can understand Remainers objecting to the switch, as they are only just understanding metric. One person discussing this issue said that neither system should be compulsory. That was the problem with the EU. Unless you did it their way, you were a criminal. I'm comfortable with both systems, although metric is easier to get your head around. I've always used both, as elderly relatives preferred imperial. So glad we kept our miles, though. I use whatever units are most convenient. Wheel sizes on cars and motorcycles are in inches. Many building material sizes are best in imperial. I know my height in feet and inches, yet weight in either metric or imperial. Clothes sizes are generally imperial, especially waist and leg measurements. Just how are these Remainers you mentioned coping? One expert said that, I'm a leaver and proud of Brexit, but in all honesty, to ditch the metric system now, especially for the construction industry, would be very silly after all these years. One of Napoleon's ambitions was to impose the metric system throughout Europe. He got his way a few hundred years after his death. On the plus side, we can now measure gammon by the pound. Maybe we put a crown on gammon too. Then again, most of them have got a tattoo like that anyway. How about you? What do you think about this issue? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section and we can discuss. If you find the video good, please don't regret one like and share them. I will continuously update the latest news in the next videos. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. Thank you.